Hudson was founded 60 years ago by Herman Kahn and Max Singer to create a better understanding of the needs for strategic deterrence in an age of atomic weapons. And it worked to create a greater global community, a community of free nations that could counter authoritarian, communist, and chaotic forces in the world after the Second World War. It continued that work in the face of subversion efforts by communist regimes. It tried to develop other countries and work to bring freedom and prosperity to more nations. We worked against the challenges that began with the Cold War, and we worked on the threats from the War on Terror, and now the threats and problems of our current age.
Herman Kahn had the vision. He was the futurist. He was the idea man. That started Hudson. But Wally Stern, he's the one that kept Hudson together.
Hudson has been a very positive force in policy making, made a major impact on policy decisions in several administrations, and I think it grows in its influence.
These fundamental precepts that Herman inculcated in so many of us, the answer depends on the question asked, not on who's asking it, the independence, the clarity of thinking, the scenario writing, trying to put yourself in the position of other outcomes and other people's thoughts and so on. I think that really shaped my thinking, my perception.
Critical thinking, challenging, questioning, innovation, ideation, core principles at Hudson when dealing with the great policies of our day.
We have proved for nearly 250 years that capitalism works. As Americans, we cannot give up on the values that made us the envy of the world.
Hudson has remained true to its founding ideals of taking seriously our most difficult, even terrifying problems.
Always doubt consensus, to always look in a way I used to describe as perpendicular to whatever the conventional wisdom said, and to admire and occasionally try to emulate contrarians.
It's been a privilege to be a part of Hudson. It's been incredibly humbling. From Herman Kahn and Max Singer to the current leadership and everybody in between. People who really pushed the agenda, who were smart, thoughtful, and cared deeply about the future of our country.
It's been an incredible first 60 years for Hudson Institute. I don't think Herman Kahn and Max Singer could have imagined what this institute has done, what it has achieved, whether it be in the days at Croton-on-Hudson, in Indianapolis, or here in Washington, or the reverberations of our work around the globe.
Hudson's dedication to advancing freedom, security, and prosperity, both at home and abroad, is well recognized and appreciated.
Our goal is to increase and maintain our security, our freedom, and our prosperity. And we do that with the smartest people we can find, working with competent and responsible government leaders, and working with the media and private citizens to support this work and to give it more power in the decision-making process that is a democracy and is the tradition of democratic people around the world.
I regularly rely on Hudson Institute scholars to help inform my thinking and the way I help shape policy here in the Senate.
Hudson remains an influential group in American foreign policy and needed today more than ever before, because no one up here has ever dealt with the world like the world is today.
As an officer in the United States Army, I appreciated in particular the tools that they gave us to be able to fight more effectively.
No one else is doing this kind of forward-looking analysis to shape policies that will protect the homeland and our allies and advance our core economic and strategic interests.
Thanks to Hudson's great contributions for many decades, freedom, democracy, human rights, and rule of law have been promoted in the world.
Congratulations on 60 years. I hope we have many more. I think we've become an important factor in the Washington policy scene, and I hope this goes on for at least another 60 years.
It's 60 years of really building on a really solid foundation, and I just wish Hudson another 60 years of deepening that foundation and much success and great discoveries and great exploration.
Here's to 6 more generations of Hudson's leadership for a secure, free, and prosperous future.
I look forward to Hudson's essential role in the decades ahead in advancing the vision of free and open Indo-Pacific.
I hope that you never take for granted how much you have changed the world for the better. You've changed my life for the better. Happy birthday, Hudson, 60 more.
60 years of Hudson Institute, and the country needs at least 60 more.
We're building for the future, not only in terms of policy and looking forward, but in terms of the human capital that is so important to the future of our country and the world.